Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back. If you are new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I am here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here, we're also gender fluid. I may say you when I'm talking to them. I may say them when I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Take only the parts that resonate and leave everything else behind. If you'd like to book a personal, more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. A lot of times, it's funny, I don't know, I'm just thinking about this right now. A lot of times when people get readings with me, you're coming to get answers about, you know, the who and the what and the details and the whys and all that stuff. And I really believe that the purpose of the work that I do, because I call myself a guide, and a reason why I do is because my job is to assist the collective through the transitions of all of the energy that we feel. Like, I know that my work is largely also tied to the astrology of what's going on in the sky. I'm not an astrologer. I'm an astrology student and enthusiast. I love astrology. I use astrology to understand people the same way folks use psychology to understand people. But a lot of the energies, a lot of the things in my readings, and for those of you who are new here, you will often and always hear me say it feels like this, it feels like that. It's because I'm telling you the story of the cards. I see the cards. I've been reading since 2003, so I know what the cards mean. But the cards come with their own energy signature, and I can feel it when you put them all together. It comes with an energy. It comes with a feeling and a sensation. That's the way I can tell you what it feels like. That's the reason why when I see in the comments, people are like, oh my God, like you just jumped straight into my head and said what I felt, you know? It's because it comes with its own energy signature. And so really the purpose of my work is to help you navigate the energy so that you can kind of figure out how to get out of certain situations or how to navigate the energy as you're transitioning to, you know, through your ascension, because that's what we're doing. We're ascending, right? I actually explained it to a client the other day, how I talk about, like, you know, when you're ascending, you're ascending. It's ascension, it's upward. But because time is cyclical, and we're like in this weird like matrix like web. It is a web, and you know how webs are, you know, there's like cross sections, and it's connected, and it's a much larger web, and that's the reason why we're all experiencing these various aspects of the same story. When you can look in the comments or even during the live premiere and everybody's chatting and we're all talking about these various experiences that they're all very similar for us. The players might be different, the circumstances might be a little bit different, but the elements of the story, I just saw 333, the elements of the story are generally the same. It's because we're all connected in this matrix web. And my job is to help you figure out like the next rung of the web to move forward so that you can keep on going. Don't get stagnant and stuck in the web. I want you to ascend out of it. Okay? So let's get into it. I'm not going to do an oracle pull. We're going to go with my triple deck and see what Spirit wants me to talk about now. Oh, shit. Wow. This feels like the energy of somebody who may have, I want to say they broke their own heart. I mean, I don't mean to laugh, but this looks like somebody who may have broken their own heart. It kind of feels like somebody who may have not seen your value. It could be for divine feminine or masculine. Again, we're going to have gender fluid, and I do have both in the upright, a feminine and a masculine energy. So literally this could be for anybody. I feel like somebody here may have played the cards wrong, no pun intended, and currently thinking of ways to approach you. I heard gently. Approach you gently with an apology. You could be detached from the situation, detached from this incident, the person, the feelings, whatever. You may have cut this person off. You may have gone cold. They may perceive you as being cold. But I do see that somebody wants to come in and they're planning an apology. Okay. That's the plan. Somebody does want to communicate. This is somebody you walked away from. I'm like, oh, the plot thickens. I love it when the plot starts to thicken. It looks like somebody threw away. I heard a lifetime of memories. This feels like somebody here who threw away a lifetime. Honestly. You walked away from this person. It broke their heart. It broke their heart. But I'm going to tell you. Now, take this part as it resonates. Because I see an energy of... I feel like whoever... Because you're the one who walked away... I feel like you may have also been in a position where maybe the relationship itself never felt like grounded, or I don't know. It didn't feel like, I'm just getting this weird energy. It didn't feel grounded to you. I mean, that could literally be the reason why you walked away. But when you walked away, it might have even broken your heart as well to walk away. It's like, I don't get the impression that you, because it kind of feels like maybe you made the decision with a heavy heart, right? Even though you had love for the person, you had to walk away. It's like, save yourself. Whoever this person is that you were dealing with, while you may have been trying to work to build the foundation, it kind of looks like only one of you was actually doing the work. And it feels like you spent a lot of time like building the other person up. Yeah. So maybe you spent a lot of time building the other person up, and the other person just wasn't putting any of the same kind of effort into you. They may have even cheated on you. I mean, they may have. If this is a romantic relationship. I also feel like this person is recognizing now that it's like a recognition of who you are or what you mean to them. This is an interesting energy, because I'm getting, I have this energy, kind of this energy signature that's around the feminine. Now, mind you, I do have a masculine and a feminine, but I'm going to talk mostly about the feminine at this point, because the energy that I feel around the feminine is, I feel like this person, because this feels like a projection. So you know how if within the partnership there had been, there's lots of chemistry, you both are attracted to each other, he finds you very attractive, but he also knows that other people find you attractive as well. I got this really strange energy. It's almost like projection, because it's like I don't think this person really showed up for you the way that you showed up for them. And I also get an energy too, like if they were trying to apologize to you, they may have been very stagnant in the progress. So maybe they took too long, or they haven't come in. Maybe it's taken too long for them to actually, apologize to you. My initial thought is this person could have been with another person, and maybe the reason why they couldn't come towards you with an apology is because they already have somebody in their life. That's for somebody, not everybody. Oh, now I also get an energy too. This is interesting. They may have, okay, so upon your exit, they may have turned their attention to someone else. Like maybe sex was the motivation. So they were occupied, you know what I mean? Because this feels like you walk away, they are heartbroken. So they offered their cup to someone else, and maybe that other person, because I'm playing all these different scenarios. Maybe the other person, because this is on their line, maybe the other person, they used this person that they got involved with to help like kind of boost them up. Something about their appearance, something about boosting their appearance. Because if the person that they chose is like really beautiful and attractive, then it's giving me an ego boost energy. Because you walked away, it hurt you walked away, it hurt their feelings. So they chose someone else, or they got involved, or they were already involved with somebody who kind of boosted their own ego. Okay. I'm like, I see a couple of different things, but that sounds reasonable too. I think for you also, 2 and 8, that's 10. I don't know. I feel like there has been some dishonesty, or there at least been some betrayal. Maybe that was the reason why you weren't able to really, couldn't get a firm handle on the foundation for the relationship. And that may have been the reason why you walked away. It's almost like this motherfucker expected you to hold on forever. Crazy. They're holding on to your energy. Like you finally freed yourself. Like you might have been energetically tied to this person. They're holding on to you. It's connected to this masculine. And now they're looking back. I kind of feel like they're looking at the choices that they made. And I like that you exit because you were tired of being disappointed. You were tired of being disappointed. You was over here trying to build this motherfucker up, and they weren't pouring anything back into you. All they did was lie. It might have been really confusing. The relationship itself, I can see. The relationship itself, it's weird. So, wow. Crazy. Because I got it in a couple of different places. Like this person is really trying to hold on to your energy on both sides. It capped this whole line. I have the 4 of Pentacles on each side of this one line. This is interesting. So I feel like even though this person had love for you, because they got love for you, but I feel like even though this person has love for you, they lied to you. Or it was just a really, because I just get a lot of confusion around the energy between the two of you. There was always, I think the confusion stems from action, intention, and feeling. Action, intentions, and feelings. Because even though I think this person they had love for you, I'm like trying to figure out if this confusion was surrounding you. Because the confusing part is they had love for you. I do feel like this person had love for you. But they also were not that committed to their relationship. They weren't that committed. They had love, but they weren't that committed. And I do feel like this person wants to apologize for like whatever, like if they have regrets about their actions or whatever they've done, I do feel like they want to apologize. Personally, I don't think you give a shit. I don't think you care. I honestly don't think you care. And the person, now here's the kicker, because if they did engage with someone else, it's like, slap a band-aid on it because you walked away. They so they choose another person. Like, you walk away from them, and so they turn their attention to somebody else. They're licking their wounds and they need someone else to coddle them. They find another person to coddle them, and they do the same shit to that person as they did to you. Imagine that. So while they may not have been loyal to you, they weren't loyal to the person that they chose to replace you. Yeah. They went there with the idea or the concept of, trying to find or create some sense of stability within themselves. I feel like there is an emotional component here, but for them, they took action. Okay, the collective walked away from me. I got to make a decision because I can't seem, because I feel like this person was really, I heard, losing their sanity simply because you chose to walk away. Okay. Oh, crazy. Yeah, this person is beside themselves. They're beside themselves because you don't have any desire to deal with them. You don't have any desire to deal with them based on maybe like your past relationship with them. Fool me once, fool me twice type of thing. This person's kicking themselves. This has been coming up a lot. This person is kicking themselves because they're realizing that you were their 10 of cups. They fumbled this shit big time. They fumbled this shit big time. And by you making a decision to sever ties, cut the relationship, you overcome the conflict. You effectively remove yourself from some kind of third party energy, because this also could have been third. I don't necessarily have it as like overtly as third party, but there are two people here that are closely connected to this masculine. That could have been the lie, because he had other people. And he was juggling. That's why it was confusing. And that's why there was dishonesty. See, he wanted to hold on to both people. This person definitely is connected to your past, to an unpleasant aspect of your past. You don't have any fond memories of this person. And it was largely because they were disloyal. They were lazy in the relationship. They weren't really trying to build with you. They was trying to build with everybody else. So you walked away. That's why you couldn't find any damn stability in it. Listen, you made, like, I'm just down the center row. This is just the whole row of the center. You won. Yes, it may have hurt your feelings to have to walk away. And in the moment, it probably didn't feel good. You know what I mean? It didn't feel good at some point. But you're not living in that poor me shit. You're not, lamenting over the past hurts and the wounds and all that. You've risen above it. Yes. You have risen above it. Listen, they are beside themselves. Beside themselves. Because you do not want to fuck with them at all. I loved you once. I'm a good, kind, loving person. If I chose to love on you, I now love on you from a distance. I could love you from a distance and not deal with you ever again in life. Like, I don't know who this person is for you. Listen, Linda. So unhappy. Look, they're so unhappy. Oh. Yeah, because this person was a whole ass player. Whoever this person. Yep. And it's back directly connected to this king. So this gentleman up here was a player. Here for a good time, not a long time. So if that was part of the memory that you had with them, they had you in third party energy. Crazy. I just heard they were playing in your face. So this person was playing in your face. And the crazy part about it, I want to say the reason why they want to come and apologize is because none of their efforts or whatever they were doing, I don't even think this person even understood what they were doing. Like, I think I said it about 6 months ago. Might have been even like towards the beginning of the year, where I said in the reading, I was like, the way the energy was looking on the board at one point, it was like whoever had the most hoes wins. That's kind of the energy that I see here, because I don't think that this man had a... It's like that was the agenda. Whoever has the most hoes wins. Because it fed his ego. It fed his ego to have... It fed his ego to know that he was running around in your head rent free at one point. And I feel like all of this, he's sick because, and when I say sick, it's like gutted sick, because you decided, the moment you decided, you know what, I'm not going to be lamenting and boohooing and crying over shit that happened in the past, because you understand, or you at least recognize that this person that you had been building, you were trying to help build him up, he was never emotionally supportive to you. He never really showed you the kind of love that you were showing him. And it's crazy because I want to say maybe this man might have been a little intimidated by you. He might have been. He might have been a little intimidated by you. Uh-oh. Because there's a layer of this where it's like, if it feels like a projection. Because say if you're an attractive person and you get attention from the opposite sex, hell, even the same sex, you get attention from the opposite sex, right? And this person, while they may also be very attractive or whatever, their self-esteem doesn't necessarily match the appearance. Does that make sense? So while they may also be, you know, very good looking and charming in their own right, they feel very threatened or felt very threatened by your beauty, by your attraction, by your, you know what I'm saying? The things, like the same kind of energy that they embody, you embody that energy too. And I think it does kind of throw them off. And so they may have thought, that you, like if this person had thoughts of you cheating, because this is where the projection comes in, because this guy ain't shit. Okay, so if he ain't shit, he's thinking you ain't shit either. So in his mind, he's like, well, I'm out here doing my thing, so she might be out there doing her thing, so I'm just gonna do my thing and I'm not gonna feel anything about it, right? But what he's realizing is that's not actually who you are. If they're watching, because I kind of get the impression that somebody here is watching you, they may have done some research on you, and what they discovered was you are nothing like what they thought. And now they're like, oh shit, Collective really was my 10 of Cups, and I didn't actually see it because I was hung up in my own ego or whatever. I got some prime words for that. Because now they're seeing, like, they may have thought you was out there doing the same shit that they were doing. And now they're gutted because you don't want to fuck with them. You ain't thinking about them. You ain't looking back. You ain't even worried about this person. Yep. You walked away from this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You walked away from it. And the thing about it is, as much as it hurt to walk away from it, you certainly avoided a tower by doing so. You avoided a tower by walking away. You avoided a tower by walking away. Whatever this relationship was, you avoided a tower. Oh, so if this person is dealing with some, yeah. Okay, so they want to come towards you, but they're afraid. So they're in a stagnant energy. They're not taking any actual steps forward. Because like I said, they're realizing now that you're their 10 of Cups. And now they're also recognizing that what they've engaged themselves in, or just based on the decisions that they've made, they may very well be getting some karma right now. Listen, the tower is out here twice, both in the reverse. You dodged a bullet, baby. You, not only have you been protected the entire time, you dodged a bullet. Oh, now we have another layer here. Let's talk about it. Let's just take this. I'll leave this out here. Okay. Now I'm gonna, normally I read from left to right. I'm gonna go from right to left because now this looks really gnarly. This is done behind the scenes unknowingly. Something taking place behind the scenes. Here's the end. Here's abundance. This is illumination of something. Okay. Now I have another level that just kind of bubbled up from the surface, bubbled up to the surface. So I do have a practitioner that's out here. I'm sick of this bitch. I have a practitioner out here. On one hand, it looks like somebody doing juju over somebody. Like, because this looks like somebody doing juju over a relationship to make one person, just in this corner here, because I have the chariot out here twice, and they're connected. All this right here is connected. This feels like somebody wanted, it's like there's illumination being brought up, and I don't know how this, I'm going to dig into it a little bit more. This is illumination around some juju being done to either break up this contract, break up the relationship, like the initial relationship. Remember we talked about it before, like several readings ago. I'm like, the focus at one point had been largely on the feminine, but because the divine feminine has been so protected and she's got like this bubble around her, right? Then the focus has been shifted over to the masculine. Like, I don't know what relationship this is. Like, for me, this looks like way back because I have the Six of Cups over here. So I'm thinking this is like I don't know who this is for you. But this looks like the energy of somebody casting juju over a relationship to get somebody to walk away from you. To be afraid of you. To be afraid of you. To be afraid of your rise, to be afraid of you. That's, I just keep hearing that, to be afraid of you, because this is like public recognition, victory and success, being in the public eye, to be afraid of something being publicly visible. This is so layered, because it looks like somebody in both parties, both people are attractive people. You want somebody, and this is in hiding, in secret, unseen. This is hidden. This is illumination. Someone also very well, like I said, could be getting negative karma. Somebody's getting karma for something that they've done to either break down a relationship I don't know what this is. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't know what this is. But there's been an injustice. I would even bank to say that, remember when I said this man, like the masculine, may have viewed the woman, he was projecting his own insecurities onto the feminine. So if he knew he wasn't shit, and I'm gonna be out here cheating and spreading it wide and thin, then maybe she's out there spreading it wide and thin too. There's an energy here that I feel like the energy that's around him making him think that way, it was someone else. Either way, baby, you avoid a tower, so they did you a favor and you didn't even know it. They did you a favor and you didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Yeah, I think you were divinely led away from this thing in order, because I don't feel like this relationship brought you any peace. Whatever it was, it didn't bring you any peace. You were being led away from it. So, for once, I want to say, well, thank the practitioner for doing whatever it was that they did, because it finally allowed you to break free. I'm using that statement as is. It allowed you to break free, to free yourself from the connection. Because you don't want to be with nobody who's that easily influenced anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you're that fucking weak, hey, you don't deserve me. You gotta know better than that. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm telling you, there was somebody here doing some juju on this relationship to keep somebody from actively participating, and that's the reason why this whole thing was just kind of, it just fell apart. And I feel like now somebody is recognizing, like, because I see somebody's doing, like, somebody's done some research, or they're at least looking into you, and now they're seeing, I don't know how they're seeing you or whatever. Truth be told, now they're seeing, because somebody gave them some information. Maybe this is, something led you away. Because you avoided this tower, but it was, I feel like it was an intuitive, it was almost like an intuitive nudge. Okay, it's time to go. We gotta go. Our work here is done. You're not going to get anything better out of this. If you walk away from this, you're going to get something better over here. So just walk away. Yeah, so it's like whoever this person is, they wanted them, whatever the practitioner was doing, they wanted this, because it's the masculine's on this side. Well, I have you the divine feminine like at either corner, top corner, bottom corner, opposite side. But it's almost like because I feel like it's equally for you too. They wanted also for the feminine to make a decision. I just see energy of somebody here trying to break up a couple. Oh, no. Oh, okay. And whoever this is... Oh, I like these cards. Take action. Yeah, you were guided to just... Time to go at the bottom of the deck. You were guided to just take the action. And you just... Because I do see here where you trust. You had to have like some kind of radical trust. To be in a space where you weren't like ruminating and second guessing and should I, shoulda, coulda, woulda and all this other shit. Like, I feel like you were just intuitively guided away. You may have gotten along with this person very, very well, too. Like, y'all didn't have no real issues outside of, like, maybe the lying and the cheating. But, personality-wise, like, I get the impression that there was no big... There wasn't, like, a big, there was no big drama between you. Like, you guys... It looks like you guys got along fairly well. And I feel, it's like you were being divinely led away from the situation to learn how to have radical acceptance for the way things were playing out. I also see where you may have found peace and understanding, like when you looked at it from a neutral perspective and understood, like, kind of like this is just who they are, or this is just where they are in life right now. It was easier for you to accept. I'm not saying that you're giving them a pass, but you're like, okay, I see what you're all about, and I can't do shit about it, so it is what it is, right? So you made a decision. I don't know. It's weird because I don't know who this practitioner is. I don't know who this practitioner is to you or to this gentleman. But I kind of feel like what the practitioner, I don't even know what the whole purpose was. Because if the purpose was to break you and another person up, if it was to break you and another person up, I mean, it succeeded because you did walk away. Okay. Okay. Didn't see that coming. Someone's ungrounded. Not working on transformation. Labor in the reverse. Not working on not working on actively changing towards a new life. They could be thinking a lot about it, ruminating. But again, remember I said, God makes the call to everybody. Not everybody picks up. I think this person may be going through dark night of the soul and they're resisting it. Yeah, they're still asleep. Oh. And they're afraid that the bond has been broken and that they are perceived as a failure. Collective, you took certain action without having, I want to say, I heard the words valid proof. Because this is like vision. This is like sight unseen. It's like knowing intuitively to take action or when to move, but you do it based on your intuition and higher wisdom. So when you walked away from this relationship, I kind of feel like because you were guided, so you trusted. This is, for me, is like a radical trust in the divine. Like those nudges you were getting, you just did what you felt you were supposed to do. And it required you to actually break the bond. This person is afraid of the change. They're afraid of change. This looks like this whole section right here looks like the resistance of dark night of the soul. And I keep telling you, whoever this person was, they may have been a shapeshifter. They can't do it anymore. Look at the lies. Yeah, they can't do it anymore. Even if they were lying about themselves or lying about who they are, they can't do it anymore. And the reality is they found their abundance with you. Their happiness, somebody else's happiness was tied to you. The abundance that went, because this abundance doesn't necessarily feel like monetary. It just feels like the overflow of happiness and, the 10 of Cups and all that. And I feel like that's the reason why they want to come towards you. But I also think that they know, because if they're researching you or looking you up or anything like that, they're going to know that, you're an earth angel. So it's going to be required of them to step up their game. They would have to move towards a whole new life in order to even be in your face You know what I'm saying? But this person is afraid. I feel like they're afraid. They know they're afraid of the amount of work that they would have to do in order to change. They're afraid of that. Yeah, they're not done healing. And they're trying to hide their toxic nature. Somebody here may be getting some bad luck or experiencing bad luck. And in the absence of this person, you simplified your life once you let the relationship go. And you allowed yourself to outgrow the relationship. Maybe you outgrown this person. I want to say over the course of the last year, they've been wanting to reach out to you, but they've been afraid. They thought you would always be a part of their life. And this person doesn't self-reflect. They haven't changed. They haven't actually changed. They may also be low on resources. And they're also realizing just how much about you that they did not actually know. Okay. Let's do some index cards. So I gotta go in a few minutes. To play taxi for my kids. Someone refuses to take responsibility for their actions. Someone stalks your socials 24/7. There's a new cycle of abundance here. You're a wise and just person. Someone is losing hope. And someone is in deep despair over the distance. Someone has zero authenticity. Could be dealing with a Pisces. Someone is misogynistic. You're uninterested in a new start. Could also be dealing with a Sagittarius. And someone may have tried to affect your root chakra, or somebody else's root chakra may be misaligned. They could be in survival mode. They could be dealing with a lot of fear and anxiety. Month of November may be of significance. Could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. The exposure of someone's sins. Someone is in deep regret. Neighbors may be involved. Jealous sibling or cousins. The month of January could be significant. Could be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius. Somebody exhibits racist behavior. Someone from your past and a family dynamic is relevant. Someone is getting readings or paying for spell work. Could be somebody from your family, the jealous siblings or cousins, potentially even neighbors. Okay. Somebody uses money, power, and sex for influence. You're moving away from the drama. We have a distorted feminine. The month of August could be of significance. Could be dealing with Leo or Virgo. A father figure. You could be a father. Your father could be significant. Somebody's been trying to affect your solar plexus chakra. Someone says, I have more tricks up my sleeve, but you are the alchemist. So every time they throw some shit at you, you just alchemize it and turn it into something else. They try to keep you distracted. An uncle or uncles could be significant. And then I said they try to keep you distracted, and I have distraction magic. Like nothing is a coincidence. Somebody was angered when you walked away. An aunt or aunts could be significant. So we got aunts and uncles. And then we have Archangel Gabriel out here for communication. And then a real estate investment could also be significant. Alright, let's look at some truth cards. Assert yourself. Someone's feeling alone. Notice the signs. Community. Notice the signs in your community. Somebody's a busy bee. Someone's not hearing you. Not hearing you to get a better perspective. Commitment is coming. Someone has deep feelings. Pause before acting. 2222 could be significant. Pay attention to the warning signs. Something or someone is in alignment, or you are in alignment. New love is beginning. Fire has been ignited. Summertime may be significant. A soulmate connection. More information is needed. Someone is lurking. 25-25 could also be significant. There's time apart, chakra balance, and family issues. Okay. I'm like trying to see if I have any. Okay, so 323 could be significant. 22-22 or 222. Something significant about 2022 or 2018 or 2011 or 2021. Actually, 2020, I want to say the year, and these are significant years. I'm just looking at the way they're lined up. 2011, 2015, 2018, 2021, 2022, or 2023. Those could be very significant years. Okay. Bottom of the deck, closure is needed. All right. So limited dates, because I got a lot of big numbers out here. No dates in January. February the 22nd may be significant. I have that out here twice. February the 3rd, February 6th, February 8th. February the 15th, February 24th, and 25th. I have March the 5th, March the 11th, March the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. March 22nd is out here twice. March 2nd, March 6th, March 25th. April the 18th, April the 20th, April the 22nd. No dates in May. June the 2nd, June 3rd, June 22nd, maybe significant. It's out here twice. June 8th. No dates in July. August the 2nd, August the 6th, August the 22nd. September the 9/11. September the 11th, September the 18th, September the 20th, the 21st, and the 23rd. No dates in October. November the 3rd, November the 5th, November the 9th, November the 15th, November the 20th, 22nd, 23rd, and 25th. And no dates in December. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonated for you, gave you clarity or confirmation over your own story and situation, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm and get this in front of the eyes that need to see us the most. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. My books are always open. I also invite you to subscribe to the secondary channel. I haven't had time to do the archives. I'm going to get on that today, I promise. Timeless Tarot with Tam. It's also under Enlightened Auntie. Subscribe to that channel because my archives generally, I got stories that I told like a couple of years ago that are happening right now for people. So instead of me having you dig around in the archives, I dig around in the archives for you to find the readings that are relevant to the things that we're talking about now, so we can kind of like link the information. But go ahead and join me on that channel as well so we can get those numbers up. But thank you guys so much for all the likes, shares, subscribes, tips, donations, the super thanks, all the bookings, and all the new clients. I love all of you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for continuing to support each other in these comments, because I know these stories sound absolutely insane. I'm probably going to watch this one back a couple of times because I don't really know what this is or who I'm talking about. I don't even know. I mean, I know it has to be related to me in some kind of way, because whatever, usually readers, we're reading our own stories, elements of our own stories, and the collective that we read for, we're all connected. That's the reason why all of our stories are very similar, because we're all connected. But I gotta watch this one back a couple times. I think I know what this is, but I'm not entirely sure, so I don't want to make any assumptions. But But yeah, let me know in the comments how it resonates for you, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, I love you. Take care. Until next time.